Hello everyone, and today we're going to be ranking the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate roster based off of the size of their cake. Now I've got a couple different categories here. So we got the German chocolate cake. This is gonna be for those people who have absolute cheeks beyond cheeks. I'm talking like double layer, thick cake. Cheeked up, you already know. You already know what cheeked up means. Edible. These are for the people who have a little bit of cake. Just a tiny little bit of cake. They don't have no cake, but they're not cheeked up. And then we have no cake. These aren't for people who are straight cutting boards, but they're not negative cake. And cutting board, that is negative cake. That means they have zero, nothing. I could chop onions on that shit. And then we have the actual children. If I find that I've missed another child like Roy here, I'm gonna put him back into the actual child. We are not ranking minors on this channel. So let's get started. So we got Mario. He's got, you know what? He's got no cake. Let's look at the Mario render real quick. Mario render. This man, no cake whatsoever. He's not a cutting board. I mean, there's a little bit of a bump there, but no cake. Donkey Kong, I'm gonna say DK is cheeked up. Donkey Kong render, let's look at it. I mean, look at this guy. You can see it back there. This man has cheeks, and like, well, we can see here on Diddy too. No cheeks. No cake for Diddy. So we're gonna put Donkey Kong in cheeked up, and we're gonna find Diddy, and we're gonna put him in no cake. Link here. This man, no cake whatsoever. I mean, look at this dude. You think he's hiding cake under there, under that little skirt? Scottish looking ass. There's zero cake. This man, nada. Samus, she's wearing a suit. You can't see the cake under the suit. I mean, we'll get to Zero Suit Samus later, but I don't think she really applies here. Because she's a character there's a character within the suit, so we're just gonna put her down here for now. She doesn't not have cake; it's just hidden cake. For the purposes of this video. Nah, Yoshi, straight cutting board. Spelled that wrong. There is absolutely no discernible ass on this character. Cutting board. Kirby, cutting board. Another one, no discernible ass whatsoever. This character is either completely cake or void of cake, and I'm gonna go with void of cake. Fox, cutting board. Let's look at him. You know what? Upon review, this character, he might have some cake, just a tiny little bit. You can see it right there. You can see the outline. He's gonna go into the edible category along with Falco there. No, never mind. No cake for Falco. Pikachu, cutting board, no discernible ass. Luigi, he can go. He's got a tiny little bit more cake than Mario does. Luigi render. Luigi. I mean, look at this. He even does the thing. You see that? That is what I call edible cake. Captain Falcon. I'm going to go with edible on this one. I almost typed it in. Yeah, you see this man right here? I don't think he's straight cheeked up, but you know, he's got some definition. He does not skip cake day. Edible. No discernible ass on this guy. Peach. And this is a hard one. Have y'all ever played Mario Kart? We're gonna have to do some research for this character, because she's wearing that dress. Peach Mario Kart. As you can see, just the tiniest little hint, just the teensiest weensiest little hint of cake. You see, this person's putting peaches, you know, which is the universal representation of cake, in the bio there. Nah, Peach, no cake. Bowser, this man has no cake whatsoever. I don't think he's quite the cutting board that Yoshi and Kirby are, but he's got no cake. The Ice Climbers. out of their suit. See, these are all, there's no renders for these guys, so we're just gonna have to do some guesswork here. I'm gonna go with cutting board for ice climbers. No cake. They got that tiny little dwarf ass. Chic, edible cake, edible cake. Alright, look at this. I'd say that's edible cake. You can see that kind of round bump there. Yeah, yep, edible cake. Zelda is an actual child, you fucking pervert. Dr. Mario, same shit. No cake is Mario. Now we get to a real tough question. Marth. I'm gonna put him in no cake. I don't think he's a cutting board, but he definitely has no cake. Ganondorf. This man. You have to know. I mean, look at this belt. Look at the way it wraps around his thigh there. This man, you never see it because of the cake. And I'm not looking up Ganondorf cake. But this man, I know. Trust me. This man is cheeked up under there. Mewtwo. Actual cutting board. I mean, Mewtwo's kind of got like that dog leg looking thing going on. But those are just his thighs. They don't go into any actual discernible cake whatsoever. His cake is just the tail, and that does not count. Mr. Game & Watch. Bro's got negative cake. Actual cutting board for him too. Pit, child. ZSS, you already know. Cheeked up character. She got nerfed. She did get nerfed. Hold on. ZSS. I mean, she still got cake though. Let's see. Smash 4. Yeah, definitely a heavy nerf. She's been skipping some days, but you know what? She is still cheeked up. Now Wario is going to that German chocolate cake. Wario taunt. Have you seen this shit? That is cake. That is mwah. That is the cakiest cake to ever cake. That is some cake right there. Snake used to have cake. Let's see, hold on. Snake Brawl cake. Look at this. Look how they butchered my boy. Just he's been decaked. He's been turned into a cutting board. How could they do this? Now Ike. I'm gonna go with Ike has some edible cake. Another character who we never really get to see their behind. Ike. But you know, I mean, like, let's look at the thigh. You see, he's got good things building into what could be potentially good cake. So we're gonna be optimistic here, and we're gonna put him in edible. PT, child, fucking pervert. Sonic, cutting board. DDD, cutting board. He is just an egg of a person. There is no behind there. Olimar, same shit, cutting board. He got that tiny little dwarf ass butt. Now Lucario, I'm gonna put him in no cake. Don't question me. No cake for this guy. Wolf. I don't think he's got as much cake as Fox. Let's see here. Let's do our research. No, not. Yeah, I don't know. I don't. No cake. Villager, cutting board. Mega Man, cutting board. Now, this woman right here, she is cheeked up. Let's not talk about the guy though. I don't like talking about that guy. Rosalina. We're gonna have to do some research. Rosalina. Mario Kart. To be perfectly honest, from the visual evidence here, it would seem she's got a little bit more cake than Peach. Nah. She's gotta go in the no cake zone. Where is she? What the hell happened? No cake. Not a cutting board though. Little Mac. You already know. This dude trains legs 10 times a day. This guy trains legs and then trains legs some more. He is bare minimum edible. He never takes off those damn shorts. But if he did, I would even care to say he's probably cheeked up under there. We're gonna put him in edible cake. Greninja, inedible. Now, unfortunately, I did a test run of this, and whenever you look up the player model for Palutena, a lot of unfortunate images come along. And I'm just gonna put her in edible. Trust me on this. Pit, Dark Pit, Actual Child, Pac-Man, Cutting Board, Lucina, Cutting Board, Cutting Board. She's got nothing. I hear you saying right now, she's wearing plate armor underneath her. I don't care. She's never been seen without it. She's a cutting board. Now Robin, we got male Robin here. So for all those male Robin fans, edible cake. Shulk. Have you seen this man? Have you seen this man? No cake whatsoever. I mean, he's just... There's almost zero bump here. It's just you could draw a straight line right down his back. Zero cake. Duck hunts a dog. Pervert. Ryu, have you played a Street Fighter game before? This man is cheeked up. Cloud. Edible. Corrin is kind of hard because she's the foot fetish character in Smash 4. Do you want to know something funny about Corrin? Corrin Smash 4 render. They messed up so bad on this character. She got 2 left fucking feet. 2 left fucking feet. I think they fixed it in this one. Yes, they did. But I mean, she's caught here doing that Instagram girl pose to accentuate her assets, if you catch my drift. Anyone who does that is a liar and a cheap who have no cake, and they have to do that. So, Corrin, you're getting no cake because you're a fraud. Bayonetta, we already know. Cheeked up. Have you played a Bayonetta game? Have you done an up smash? Daisy, edible cake. It's a little bit bigger. I think Mario Kart, for her, nerfs her a little bit. Because if you've played Mario Tennis Aces, you can tell. You can tell. Ridley, cutting board cake. Now, Simon. Let's see here. Simon Render. This is a well put together man. Unfortunately, the visual evidence is obscured by this skirt here. But I would care to guess that this man cheeked up under there. Cheeked up. Just, mwah. We're going to put him right there. Richter. Render. Definitely not as cheeked up as Simon. You can already tell just by the thigh shape. This man skips leg day on occasion. We'll put him in edible. Crom. No cake. Samus. She's in a suit. Don't count. K. Rool. Zero cake. And before anyone starts saying shit about shit, Donkey Kong has visible cheeks on his render. K. Rool, DDD, these other heavies have no visible cheeks, which means when Nintendo was creating them, if they wanted them to have cheeks, they would have put them there. Thus, K. Rool, zero cake. He's cutting board. This is also a cutting board. Ken, same argument as I did for Ryu. Now, Incineroar, he literally, this is the biggest leg day skipper you will ever meet. Incineroar Smash Render. Look at this guy. He's all upper body, zero lower body. Plus, he's a cat. I think cats are supposed to have big cheeks so they can get on those big pounces. This guy, he's doing it wrong. Gotta go in, no cake. This is a plant. Pervert. Joker. I think Joker's a child, now that I think about it. Hero. No cake. This is a bear. I think Banjo Render. Yeah. You see, as you can see in the visual evidence here, this guy, his legs get smaller. This guy cannot be hiding any cake. I mean, like, look at the diameter of his waist compared to the rest of his body there. This guy, cutting board. Now, Terry. What did they do to my boy here? What have they done to my boy? Terry, victory screen. Smash. Look at this. This guy's got negative cake. The genes are going in. He's more than a cutting board. He's just anti-cake. Sad. Now, Byleth. Let's see here. I'm just going to put him in no cake for right now. Byleth. See, I don't know about this. This one's really hard because of that stupid cake. Or cape. She's a very small framed individual. Small frames are not typically conducive to massive amounts of cake. So Violet is going into no cake. Now Min Min. Victory screen. This girl, she went to the gym maybe 3-4 times. And so on her victory screen, she does another little Instagram pose. I know what you're doing here. Look at this. Look at this. It is so clearly obvious that she is fishing. She is fishing. But when we consider the visual evidence, this is a person. Edible cake. Edible. Just a tiny little bit. But she's definitely gone to the gym like 4 times, worked on it a bit, said that's good enough, and goes on to Instagram to catfish people. Steve, the cutting boardiest of the cutting board. This man is a line. Sephiroth, 0 cake. Now Kazuya Mishima. Kazuya. This man, let's look at the evidence. People with significant cake, when they stand kind of straight like this, or they turn, there should be a tiny bit of a bump there, but there is no visible bump whatsoever. This man, nah, no cake. Pyra and Mithra, cheeked up for one of them. See, here's what we're gonna have to do. Hold up, let's see if we can find them. Mithra, considerably less cake than Pyra, considerably. We're gonna put her in edible. Pyra, on the other hand, I think her cake is overblown, personally. Like, looking here, definitely doing the Instagram girl pose, for sure. A lot of these Pyra stans will be saying completely disgusting shit about this character. Her cake, it's overblown. It's media propaganda. So she is also going to be going into the edible cake section. Now we get onto the Miis. Oh wait, hold on. Ivysaur, cutting board. Charizard, cutting board. So we get onto the Miis. All of these Miis, they're going to have the same ranking because it's basically the same model. These Miis, no cake. And that is the official Smash Ultimate cake review. Thank you for watching, and keep looking at those cakes. Prove me wrong. Give me some visual evidence, safe for work visual evidence, you fucking creeps, of where I'm wrong on this list. I think this is pretty damn objective, but, you know, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Please don't send me porn, even when I asked you to give me visual evidence on the review here. But that's my list. Thank you for watching.